Good luck. Thank you. All right. Live split's ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Because you could argue we are in world record. It's slow, but we're going to stick with it. I was hoping more for like a 10-second load. So the first thing you see there... Oh, we get the weird sideways grab. Yeah, we're like 2 seconds behind. Okay, so there was the first instance of a stop manip to enter a screen early. It's this weird thing where you've told Guybrush to enter a screen, but by stopping him with the stop manip, he stops walking and then just instantly loads into the screen. It's super weird, and it kind of makes sense of why it happens, but for the speedrun, it's super awesome. You're able to shave off a lot of time in different places. Okay. Ah, that was weird. One of my first skips there didn't go through. So we have to be careful where we click there. One of the things that happens in Special Edition is that every time you load a screen, your cursor gets reset right to the middle. Thanks for the luck, everybody. And right about there. Could have gone maybe a hair earlier than that. So something I'm doing here on the map is that it's a kind of a combination of the stop manip and another glitch. Oop, use swamp with bucket. It's that by setting up a map glitch... Okay, we have to do a thing here. Ah! Another warp there. Okay, not a great split there, but we're still kind of in warm-up mode. There's a way to set up a map glitch. There's two ways to do it. Right there, I'm doing a version swap. But then, it allows you to do certain stop manip strats on the map screens. And there's kind of two versions of that. There's early entries, and there's warps. So right there, we saw a warp. Only certain locations are warpable to, Woodtick being one of them. But most other ones can, at the very least, you can kind of cut out some of the travel time by doing an early entry. Ah, I messed it up. I didn't get the early door there. Problem is, I haven't really practiced getting early door there. I should look into it and see right where the window was. I think I was too early there. That's what I think happened. So here we can do an early entry. You can see how early you can get it. So another trick I did there is called verb buffering. Working on the guide right now. Awesome to hear, Dan. Also, you can early entry here by a little bit. There we go. I'm going to try early entry again here. Lots to explain. There we go. Okay. And no wibble. That was pretty fast door there. I got the verb buffer there. But what can happen, or what a trick you can utilize, where after you input an action, for example, open door. Oh, it's a little early on that one. Okay. But I have a better idea on the visual cue. There is a lot to explain. See this game in a marathon. Yeah, I've dreamt about getting Monkey Island 2 into a marathon. And I'm sure there's some smaller level ones that aren't like a GDQ where it could get in. But yeah, figuring out how to do the commentary would be the trick. Oh, don't forget to use coffin. Anyways, verb buffering. Does anybody help me out? I'm trying to get this thought out and I have to do all this stuff. But basically, you can start the next action, like Okay, so we opened the box, and then we're going to use the stick in the box, right, to set up for catching the rat, right? Well, I can put input use stick with, and then just wait. Oh, not use string, pickup string. Ah, that was awkward. Anyways, it's one of a myriad of ways we're able to... Come on, buttons. Shave time off. This is turning into a more of a warm-up run. Click the verb after setting Guybrush to do your previous action. Perfect. Yeah, that's the idea there. There's not a ton of, like, big skips, we'll say, in these games. These games have largely come down to a lot of small tricks that add up. The special edition is starting to change. I think there's still more to discover. You string with stick. So little thing I'm doing here. Well, unfortunately the rat got past us there. There I did a verb buffer. Open the box and then prep the pickup verb. But yeah, trying to explain so many things while running is tough. It's something I would definitely want to specifically practice, like if I were doing my own commentated run. Oh, I got thing. Click on the window. Yeah. For me, that's turned into a good visual cue. Clicking on the window on the right to set up Guybrush's movement. One of the things we do to save time in this game is to actually kind of command Guybrush to walk in ways opposed to what the automatic... Oh, I didn't get the early entry there. Okay, I need to do... Oh, I clicked it too early. You're able to skip past having to go into that dialogue there. But it's a little trickier than it thinks in Special Edition. In older versions, it's actually kind of free to get in a speedrun. But in Special Edition, you want to do a cutscene skip exactly one time after that scene loads into the Voodoo Lady's hut there. And you're able to exit without going into the dialogue, which of course saves you time. But I did it too early. If you do it too late or escape more than once, you get sucked into the dialogue there. Yeah, it's I don't know. Oh no. There we go. You can enter early there. I haven't messed that up in a while. That's unfortunate. Okay, I might just go this whole run just to get warmed up again. Come on. Boom, boom. Alright, that Samalki hitbox, it's a pretty fast sequence there. Try to save as much time as possible. But that Samalki hitbox trolls you sometimes. Early entry into the ship after picking up Chow? Oh, probably. Alright, that was good. And we got out of the screen without the slow load. So right about here. Wait till the guy gets in. And you can do an early entry, stop manip. Okay, I have to watch closely here. That was a 3. 2, 5, and the number is 23 black. So our gambling number is 23 black. Okay, be careful not to misclick the librarian. Because if you do, you're likely to make Guybrush do a bunch of extra movement that wastes time. It's of course tricky because you're in the process of the screen scrolling, so the hitbox you're trying to click is moving. Okay, let's get in here. So we're looking for 23 black, which is all the way over there. Okay, good skip. Alright, this was a pretty good split. Okay, I like to wait until you get close to the exit before dot skipping there. Okay, we did save time. Really fun with controller strats. Ah. Yes, I can imagine. Alright, I'm going to try. So it's another stop manip kind of fun strat here. It's kind of you blink and you miss it. You can execute give the invitation. And then cutscene skip. And you just kind of end up over there. Yeah, pick it up. Okay, I'm setting up a map glitch there, and then we can actually warp up here. I was a little tricky on that dialogue. You can actually go out and back in here. And it kind of saves you a lot of time of walking all the way around there. Alright, so there's... In a second, I'm going to try and show off a little trick here. You actually have to do it in a pretty particular way. Okay. Ah, got the early exit out of that screen. That one's hard to do. I don't know if you guys caught that. Also, this door, you can exit just a hair early. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. And stop manip right there. But what you have to do to get that to work is not click on the exit. You have to get Guybrush over far enough to where he'll trigger the dialogue of, hey, but not have clicked on the exit. Okay. Important strat here. I have to not mess up. I'm a little far out, so it might be tricky. I think I got it, though. Should be fine. So if you execute this in a certain way, you get to skip a large portion of that chef's animation of him chasing you. Kind of go out, back in, and it saves a lot of time. Alright. I'll set up a map glitch here, because you can enter the tree a little early. Alright, aside from the early game, we're kind of getting back into the swing of things. So again, setting up a map glitch, we can enter Dread's ship a little early, so then we're heading back to Scab Island. It's right about here. Okay, good. Dun, dun. Split. Okay, we did lose a little bit of time. It's unfortunate, but it's, you know, it is what it is. And then early entry there. Almost a little too late. I think there's a dead zone there I might have hit, but it was fine. You're heading back up to this back ship, and I missed the first early entry. I had to go for the second one, but got it. Still early, but not like late of still an early entry. I don't know how to explain that. You guys know what I mean. Who've run this, seen this run before. Okay, when you early exit on this screen, normally, you know, Guybrush walks all the way out, but when you early exit, he just kind of disappears. It's kind of funny. So we're doing here. We have to be a little careful because there's a potential soft lock, but it's pretty easy enough to avoid. So Guybrush is kind of on a fixed path here. Has to get to the door. And I stop him right there. Could have been better. So I actually like to set up the banana first. And then grab the monkey. Because what's going to happen here? So we're going to finish this dialogue where we buy the drinks. Then grabbing the monkey pushes us a little bit further to the right, closer to the door. Just a small optimization there. Okay, you have to be careful to move your mouse before you exit a move command right as you come out of there. Because the reset position on the cursor lines right back up on the hitbox to go back in there. So here's another tiny small glitch. We click on Dreadship, click on back on Woodtick. Guybrush walks into Woodtick, ends up on Fat Island. Gold split. I believe it. Okay. On the pier here, I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I'm going to go for it. You can enter a little bit early. Right about there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. My mouse wasn't quite in position. Actually, I've got my mouse in position because we're just going to click 1111. Sometimes you use keyboard to input for the dialogue selection. Sometimes you use the mouse. It just depends. So here comes an important trick here. Okay, I was a little bit early. That's a late split, but we're gonna let it rock. Two, three, 1, 2. Counting dialogues there, just to know when I can click. That's correct. One of the infamous puzzles. Okay, if we do stop manip, we can grab the key a little bit further away there. To save time. I'm going to scroll the inventory just a little bit. Get over here. Okay, drink the drink. Blow the horn. I believe you, Leo, but I feel like I've had it backfire, so I play it safe. Okay, the wind was pretty fast there. Okay, that was good. Exiting the spitting contest screen, it's more weird than you think. But we got the ideal setup there. Monkey wrench puzzle is not Europe friendly. That is true. Okay, I'm gonna try and do the thing here. Okay, I did it. Oh, and then I misclicked. Frick. So I set up a floating Guybrush glitch there. It's a blink and you miss it. Although, we saved time on that split. That's cool. There's a very particular window. I don't know how large the window is, per se, but by picking up the plank under your feet and clicking use on a certain frame, Guybrush somehow gets confused and ends up not standing on a plank. Okay, early entry, a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer. Okay, it's closer than I thought. Okay, enter there a little early. One, two, three. 3382. 3382. So this is like bottom right-ish. I didn't get the Kate thing. 3382. Looking for 3382. Yeah, all the way in the bottom right. So we're skipping some cutscenes as we're going down here, but we're also doing a stop manip, which cuts another one early that's not skippable. Just Googled monkey wrench and realized why. Yes. Okay, remember to prep the inventory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip. Gold! Can't work to... Yeah, I was gonna say... Okay, but we can... enter the jail a little early. Ooh, that was earlier than I thought, actually. I thought I was gonna miss it. Okay. And then so... set up a trick here. Oh, that was fast. That was pretty fast. Just using Special Edition and keeping my mouse close. Okay, so I'm going to go for another early entry here. This one's a little tricky because we have to open the door first. Alright, we got it. Okay, let's not mess up this dialogue we saw in the PB. I messed it up. Okay, that's good. And so it is indeed coffin guessing time. Which coffin is Rapscallion buried in? Coffin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is what we would like for the most speed. 5 is the worst in terms of speed. So the closer to 1 it is, the better it is. So we'll see what we get here. We've got some 1s and some 2s in the chat. We have some believers. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4. We got stinky, 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 smelly, booty, booty, butt cheeks, coffin 5. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right. This run was kind of making a comeback, but I don't think we're gonna get it here. Well, that's fine. Rip indeed. We can enter early just a smidge there. I've started using the pump with the monkey instead of the other way around. Doesn't really make a difference. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of stop early and try and get early entry here because I believe... Well, I'm going to fail it super hard, but I believe it has a chance to reduce the loading times for some odd reason. It was a faster load, but it took us a second to set it up, so I'm not sure who the real winner is there. Okay, drinking contest. You want to be fast here. Oh, I clicked away too fast. Okay, this is not ideal. That is not a mistake I have made very many times. But what we can do is do a stop manip here. Guybrush will set his drink down and stand closer to the doorway here. I was trying to go too fast, and you know what we say in the Monkey Island speedrun community is you got to go slow to go fast. So that's my own fault. Because one thing that can happen to any potential runners or current runners is that by executing a walk to command before Guybrush has a chance to finish, his current command will cancel it, of course. Runners probably already know that, of course, but something to always keep in mind. I think there is a way to get a small early entry into this house, but it's kind of weird to set up. Slow deload there. Also, I split late, but it's still saying it's gold, so that's weird. Come on, do the thing, Guybrush. Alright. Oh, skip. that was not very smooth execution there. I probably could have entered a little bit earlier. But see, now any potential hope of this run being something is squashed because we got Coffin 5. So we're not gonna worry ourselves too much about trying to make anything happen. We're just gonna go. We're gonna try for the early crate and the other early entry Dan showed me. All right. Okay, I entered a little bit earlier than I normally do there. LeChuck. No, we're gonna lose so much time, Leo, on... We're gonna lose so much time on Coffin 5. You don't even know. Alright. Okay. I worked in the backspace there and not getting the stop manip when you don't want it. A bad stop manip. And that dialogue there. Alright, so just kind of going back and forth a couple times here. Set up a quick map glitch. Right about here. There we go. I think that's... I kind of have some pixels I found to look at that I think are a good visual indication of when you can early enter into the cemetery. I haven't found something for everyone yet, but I do have that one in mind. And it seems to be working consistently, so that's good. Music always doesn't sync up properly in this version. Well, sometimes it does. But I've found that lately, more often than not, like he starts his like transformation animation before the music cue like syncs up. Oh, that was the best early exit there. Okay, so a fun trick here is because we can warp to Woodtick, you can quickly warp to Woodtick and then head over to the beach, set up another map glitch, early entry onto the beach. Okay, so I found one time. I got it. Let me see if I can get it again. I kind of got it there. You can use the key with the door a little early. Guybrush stops and then kind of ends up back at the door. It's weird. I don't know if you caught it there. It's kind of hard to see. Okay. I think I could have entered the cemetery a little bit earlier there. Yeah, there goes the time. Wah! Every run has to have one accidental click outside the window. So again, set up a map glitch and warp right up to Woodtick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 up in the inventory to get onto the lens. Head over to Wally's door. Okay, gonna try to do this quickly. No, not look at map piece. It was super slow to load that. I didn't get my give inputted. Silly game. Killing me here. Alright. Let's try to get that early entry into the crate coming up here. Every run needs an out of the window click. It's like Deponia. So Deponia shares a lot of similarities with Monkey Island games. In that you can use escape to skip a lot of animations and cutscenes. However, there's a weird other thing about Deponia is that escape is also the button to load up the menu. And so if you're in the middle of an animation and you hit escape, it skips it. But if you're not and you hit escape, it opens up the menu. So they kind of have the same thing happen to them. It's funny. Although I'm not super familiar with Deponia runs. I have seen some stuff. Okay. Nice! We did it. Alright, that's not too bad. I probably could have done it a little earlier. Okay. So we can early entry to the screen here. I think it's a little further down. No, it's a little further up. Hey, there it is. Alright. Read the leg, rib, leg, head. Leg, rib, leg, head. Leg, rib. Oh, we got a double. Leg. Head. Well, I've seen worse bone puzzles, so we'll take it. Oh, that door you said we could enter early. Alright, I wasn't ready. Not match friendly. No, indeed. I think one of the things that you kind of got to get used to with this game is knowing when to mash and when not to mash. I think the better you get at the game, the less mashing you would want to do. Because precision inputs, I think, for the most part, are potentially faster, although requires got to get a lot more better timing. Oh, I forgot to reset my window prep there. That's fine. Gonna lose some time here because we fumbled getting into that door there. But again, I'm not considering this a potential run anymore. Okay, could have timed that a little better. Okay. You can do a funny trick by stop manipping with the glass and the ocean. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I got it. I got it. See, I got it. The early entry into that screen. Okay, so I think the key. It's all in the wrist. I think that's the key. Just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. But there's something you have to do with your inputs, and I'm not sure what it is yet. But it's a similar thing. I was trying to point out a little trick on the like the scene where you're chasing the map. There's a way to get a stop manip, but you have to do something particular with your inputs, or it won't let you do the stop manip. So I wonder if that one is a similar thing. Six-frame window buffer that optimally saves 6 frames. I did the thing, if you're talking about the one thing. The prepping, the pick up the dynamite. I did that. Alright, I'm window prepping for the shovel. Okay, and we got the inventory scrolled. Yes, I did the thing. Way earlier than expected. Yes, oh, I forgot to window prep for the dynamite. Window prepping is a little tricky because if you don't get your mouse out of the window, you can, like, it'll pull it back into the middle. It's kind of weird. All right. Okay. So I'm going for the not version swapped. Try to get the light switch. Got it. I didn't quite have my mouse down far enough. I could potentially go for a window prep to try to get right onto dialogue 1, but there's not as much of a visual cue to go off of because there's, in addition to the blackness that is the bottom of the screen inventory, there's like, this scene has black bars on top and bottom. So you don't get to just go right under the screen onto the dialogue. That might make sense to people, that might not make sense what I just said, but alright. So here we're just kind of hoping in a run that was more better. Hoping for a good teleport here, because it is random. So that is the good teleport. That's exactly what you want. You want to go ideally to the first aid room first. Okay, so we do some other tricky stuff to try and get the... Oop! That worked out. Get the ingredients. Oop, no. Why did my open input not go through there? We're trying to get the ingredients in the bag as we're going through here. Okay, that was a tricky one. So what you can do here is walk forward a little bit. If you walk too far forward, LeChuck might not show up. So we take a little step forward so we're closer here. Save a little bit of time. So here's the trick. We got to lower the text speed. What we're actually going to do here, stick to underwear to the bag and give LeChuck the handkerchief all in one go here. And we got it. You have more time to pull it off, or it's easier to pull it off in the older versions, but in Special Edition, it feels like you barely have enough time. It's tricky. So we're hoping that he teleports us right in front of the elevator here. Wow, this would have been good RNG in a real run here. Get the hanky in the bag. Good. So we get LeChuck here. So now here's another little nifty trick. What you can do is you just go down and you leave the beard on the floor. And you assemble the voodoo doll now and then stab him now. So normally you're not supposed to be able to do this. So LeChuck doesn't know what to do animation-wise. It's kind of just moves around a little bit. So we head in here into the final little dialogue section, and the game's basically over at this point. Wow. Maybe we should have kind of tried to play, not waste time. This was a pretty good LeChuck, actually. This might be a gold split. Disarmed and defeated. Disarmed and disfoot. Yeah, it's going to be close to the PB. I don't think we're going to sneak under. Well, maybe we will, actually. Okay, PB by 2 seconds, 38:40. Dang, I shouldn't have wasted so much time going up the stairs.